Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Stellaris. And I'm having a lot of problems at the moment with energy credits. I am in a massive deficit right here. Although we are still trying to build some new buildings and things that will hopefully allow us to get back some of our power. So let's go and make sure that we upgrade all of the power providing buildings that we can find. Even if it's at the cost of losing a mineral or two, because to be quite honest, we're doing very well on minerals as it is. Let's go ahead and get some power hubs. Actually, we'll lose the minerals, gain the power hubs. We can also go ahead and start to upgrade these to planetary capitals. So the home world should have that done automatically. We never need to upgrade those really. Everywhere else should be relatively fine for now. Just really trying to have a look and see what have you got going on there. You don't have the guy to work that yet. That is fine. Happiness is not too bad. We could definitely upgrade some of the food buildings, but I don't think we need to. I think we'll wait for that. Again, we've met another empire. Wow, those guys are ugly. Strategos Wardogs sends regards from the ruling council of the Genogian polity. We hope for a productive relationship with your impressive nation. Okay, so that's somebody else. We're actually starting to meet a lot of people from the other side of the galaxy now. And you can see some of these guys are quite large. There's some really big ones around. I mean, the Hullfear Confederation is actually quite a large neighbour. Maybe we definitely get some friendships going and try and beat these guys up, because we're not going to be able to do it on our own, that's for sure. We'll just go in here and have a quick look at the Karsten, because you are currently doing stuff. Once you've done all of this surveying, I want you to go around and start researching some of these wrecks that we've got around. Now then, First Fleet has... Where is the First Fleet? You're not in orbit for some strange reason. And that's costing us a lot of money. Let's get you back to Chikora. You see how much money we start making, or how many solar credits we start making once the fleet is docked. That's what's costing us a lot of the money. That allows us to get defense stations. Now then, what could we do here? Ammunition factories. Reveals a resource. Yeah, let's go ahead and work on that. Getting more resources is always good. Even just revealing them, because at least that gives you an idea of where you should be building your next, you know, expanding to. There we go. We're actually making positive energy credits now. Let's go ahead and form these two fleets together. And now we have a 2k squadron there. We're still well below our limit. And we're still making some positive credits. So is there anything that we need to do, or indeed want to do here? So is there anything we could build at the spaceport? We could build a solar panel network. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Destroyers, corvettes, engineering bay, minus 10% ship upkeep, or an extra 3 solar credits. We could do with both of them really, but we'll go and start working on that one. Githian, what are you doing? You finished that. Still got a few hostiles around. Now then, how are we doing on that one? 7 months remaining. Maybe we've got time to sort of scout out 1 or 2 more worlds, or 1 or 2 more systems. And yeah, then I think we're going to sort of pull back and start concentrating on defending a little more. Our construction ship has finished doing all of that. Do we want you to do anything else for these guys? I don't think there's an awful lot you can do. Have we expanded to any other systems? We've almost got the Jumla system there. It's not great, but we are reaching out towards it. Let's go ahead and bring the construction ship back. Again, we will save some maintenance on it. And there's not really any planets here that we can colonize. We probably need to start working on techs that allow us to... we probably need to start working on techs that allow us to colonize other planet types. I think that will actually help us out. So we're building the engineering bay. Once the engineering bay has been built, I think we'll have another few destroyers. Another communique. We've met somebody else. Okay.
Evading hostile fleet.
Starting to meet a lot of people. A lot of hostile fleets around. But what's the point in me scouting out these areas, because they don't really have an awful lot that is useful to me. And it just costs so much to have my fleet out and about. Although we could certainly go and clear out some of the ones that have worlds that we could possibly inhabit. It is an Arctic world. But, you know, if we can actually expand the borders of our sector, which their borders have joined up now, so we are sort of cutting these guys off. It's a shame they can't grab that planet. That's an ocean world. I mean, obviously, ocean's about as different from a... an ocean world is probably about as different from an arid world as possible. Okay, that assist research research has now finished. So what do we want here? Research institutes. Good but expensive. Costs a lot of energy credits to keep them running, which can't really afford. Power Hub 2. Yes, that's what we need. More power. I'm going to recall my fleet, actually. I'm not even going to... Do I want to try and do that? Can I be bothered to go and clear that out? I guess we should. We'll go and have a look. And we will take the Githian, in fact. And we're going to bring you down to Schlurg. Schlurg. And what you're going to do is assist science. Now then, a leader has died. Our admiral has died. That is unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get a new admiral. So, what have we got? Plus 10 evasion. Minus 25 damage from emergency FTL, which I never use. Plus 25 sensor range. Or 5 evasion. Plus 20% sublight speed. Plus 20% speed. I think you are our new admiral. Very good. Again, losing solar credits, that's because we've got the fleet undocked and it costs us a massive amount of money to keep them out and about. But we do have destroyers now, so our fleet is hopefully going to be quite scary. So we're just going to take the fleet up here to test it out, really. And we might then move... I don't know if I want to keep sort of surveying out in this direction. I probably do. It might not even be a bad idea to grab ourselves another science ship, if I'm honest. Let's go and build ourselves a science ship. And after the science ship, what would we like to get here? Nothing's really going to help us, so we won't bother. What do we have here? Research agreement with the Arisian Directorate. Well, they're our vassals, so yeah, why are we going to say no? Not too sure how the research agreements work. I don't know how they help you gain additional research, but a research agreement surely can't be a bad thing. If you would like to return to orbit, that would be fantastic. Save me having to pay for the upkeep. We've almost arrived there with our fleet. So we've got 6 destroyers, we've got 40 corvettes. We're going to go and have a look and see how these destroyers work. We haven't actually had a proper look at the destroyers. So these are our destroyers right here. So our destroyers are a little bit different to our corvettes in the fact that they're actually running energy weapons as opposed to the kinetic weapons that our current corvettes are running. But we've also got a lot of them. We've also got a lot of shields. Some of these are medium shields as well as regenerative hull tissue. So that is absolutely fantastic. So here cometh the fleet. We've actually got some crystalline entities to deal with here. These guys can be a little bit difficult to take out, so I'm glad we've got some destroyers here. Some debris analysed. We've built another science ship. I need to come up with a name for it. In fact, I have got a name for it. So I will do that one shortly. And we'll need a scientist for it as well. So let's go and check this out. Let's see how we're doing. Our destroyers are all at the back. They do need to get a little bit closer. I don't think the destroyers even got a chance to fire at anything. The problem that the destroyers have is because they're using those energy-based weapons, they actually have a little bit lower range. So that didn't help. You guys return home. Our new science ship, I don't know why I'm going to bother renaming it, because we all know that it's not going to work properly. But I'm going to rename this to the CUS Shadowhawk 2012. So I'm just naming this after patron supporters now. And you are going to need a new scientist. So we don't have a spare one. Let us go and recruit one. Minus 10% anomaly fail risk. That seems like the one to go for. And we are going to send you over to this one that we've just cleared, and you're going to go and survey the system. So what we've got now is we've got an extra science ship, which is going to be the one with the Githian with David on board, because he has 4 science skill. So what he's going to do is he's going to go and do the assist research, and that should hopefully improve our science output from this system. So that's what we're going to try and do here. So if we find Schlurg, which is there, so we want the Githian, and you are going to assist research on Schlurg, I think. Order the spaceship to aid scientific effort of a planet, increasing the research output. That should work. Should do that automatically. Analyse some more debris. Fantastic. There was some more there that we missed earlier as well. Now let's see if that actually works. Science output here is 11,711. Did anything actually change? 13,812. There we go. Yep, research assistance. So that is actually working. The modifiers shown here on the world view. Brilliant. Okay, good. How's the surface doing? Still a tile there that we can't clear. Anything we can do to improve the energy anywhere? Yes, we could go ahead and upgrade this. Get more power. We can do that on all of these. Let's make sure we upgrade all of our power plants. We do definitely want to get better food as well, though. More debris analysed. Good stuff. Squadron has arrived back to the home system, so go and repair up. Construction ship isn't doing anything. That is fine. Now then, how are borders doing? Yeah, we seem to be holding our own up here. It's a shame we can't grab any of this. The ocean world's going to be absolutely pointless. There's no point in getting that. Repairs completed very, very quickly, which is good. We are back in orbit now, so that saves us a fair bit of coin. And we're still not up to our naval capacity. Are we working on... No, we're not working on the next level of spaceport, so we might as well go ahead and... what have we got there that we could upgrade? I guess we could upgrade that and get some more physics. It's not a bad thing. I actually wanted to go to the spaceport there, because I thought we should build a few more destroyers. It's always worth having a defensive fleet. You never know when you're going to get attacked. You wouldn't hang around long in EU4 without having an army. You'll soon get crushed. So... things aren't going too bad. Let's have a look on these. Anything we could upgrade? Don't really need anything on these. Surfaces. Again, happiness here could be better. Let's go ahead and grab extra food where we can. Food is always good. More research done. System survey complete. Shadowhawk, you were quite quick there. But if you can go ahead and research that project as well. Who has died? It is one of our leaders. Where were you? 102. That's some good innings. There's election coming up as well. So who do we want to be our new leader? Plus 10% energy credits. He'd be quite good. Spaceport module cost reduction. Edict cost reduction. That would be quite useful. Yeah, I think we want you. Oh, we can't afford to elect you anyway, because we don't have enough influence to do that right now, so that's a little bit of a pain. We have lost a leader. I believe it is... this wasn't one of our governors. Yeah, we have 3 governors. Where's my list of planets? So, who have we got governing? We've got Afro governing Garashim. We have got this Banog guy governing Schlurg. We've got nobody on the homeworld right now, but the homeworld's doing pretty well. And we've got Escog governing our sort of vassal. They're actually making a lot of minerals. They're not making a huge amount of energy credits. What we could do is start taxing them. and actually getting minerals and energy credits from them. But I don't want to do that yet. I want to allow them to continue to grow. And they do have the ability to try... Well, I believe they have the ability to try and expand themselves. They can claim... I think they can build construction ships. Wow, this is a nice area up here. Would you look at this? Let's go up here and... we have many more research projects to research. I was holding shift, at least I thought I was. Apparently I was not. I was holding some other random key on the keyboard. But we'll go and do all of those. And, yeah, then you're going to need to get down there and survey that system. That is a nice system. That system has an awful lot of minerals. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any colonizable planets, which is a little bit of a shame. But all of this stuff is helping. So David Zane is our next ruler. Well, that's good, but it's also bad because it now means that our ship, the Githian, no longer has a scientist assigned to it because we're now short of... Well, we're not short of scientists. We have a load of them. But we don't actually have one that can work on helping with the research. We could put Lucas in that. I think we'll do that. We'll put Lucas in... No, he's busy commanding. Can't remove a leader on a research mission. Okay, then we'll have to get a new scientist. Research speed, research speed. It would have been nice if we could have... Well, we'll take the youngest one because they've got the most potential of reaching a higher level. And the bonus that they give to the planet they're helping research is very much based on their level. So we want as high a level as possible. We've got a science ship that is currently not doing anything. So let's go ahead and try and survey a few more systems. There are a few more out here. Would like to clean some of this space up using our fleet. Again, we know undocking the fleet is always expensive. But it might be worth doing. You know, we do still have a few things to clear out, so let's go and move there. We are still making some positive energy credits at the moment. We could go and upgrade this and get even more minerals, because we're not making as many minerals as we used to be. So let's go and do that. Let's have a quick look at our sciences, see what we're working on. So we are still working on the one that gives us the better power hubs. That's going to be very, very useful to us. Plus 15% energy credits on the planet and plus 6 energy credits on the tile. So that is really nice. Of course, it does cost us influence, which is the only problem with it. How long is this? 1 month remaining, and we'll actually have this one finished. So that will reveal Teldar crystals, extremely durable crystals that enhance the armor-piercing capabilities and destructive potential of projectile weapons. They also happen to be very popular with something that I missed. What does it tell you? Very popular as gems used for jewellery. Fair enough. Okay, so new research. We could get the next space station. We could get better armor. We could go for fusion missiles or space torpedoes. Let's go for the better armor for the time being. If we end up researching the better space stations, I'm just going to end up spending a lot of minerals upgrading all of my space stations and then building even more ships. So we'll hang around on that one just for a little while. We will wait and try and save some money where we can. Still looking around to see if there's any... Ah, there's some of that mineral. Have we got any from anywhere? No, we have not. Is there any on any systems? Because there might be some on a planet within a system we own that we just haven't got a mining station on. Doesn't look like there is. Is there any even close by? Not that I can see. The only source of it that I've been able to spot is this one up here on Dur. Oh, and on Myra. They've got quite a bit of it. Look at that. They've got 3 planets. Four systems that all provide them with that resource. Maybe even more. That's quite interesting.
Construction complete.
Okay, so a lot of constructions finishing around the place. Oh, look at the minerals that they've got on Banthelgorm. That's quite good for them, isn't it? That was good for us. Okay, then. So, doesn't look like we're going to get any of that resource unless we trade someone for it. I can't see any close to me at all. Would be nice to get some more of the Irelium ore, but without setting up outposts in some of these places. I mean, I guess we could go and set up an outpost here, potentially. Why can't we grab that? That's an Arctic world. See, if we could grab an outpost here, a frontier outpost, and it would stretch to both of these systems, that would give us an awful lot of stuff. I just don't think its borders would ever stretch that far. Might be worth trying it though. Let's go ahead and send the construction ship over here, and well, we'll just move here for now. We don't have enough influence to do that straight away. The Shadowhawk, you have finished your research there. Hopefully that is going to be safe. Our fleet has arrived. We need to go and deal with these guys. Are they the only hostiles in the system? Yes, they are. Make sure we stay unpaused. So we'll go and wipe these guys out. Even with the fleet out and about, and the fleet now having 11 destroyers at the back, we're still actually making positive energy credits, which is good. Need to try and stockpile them, get up close to the cap if we can. Try and keep that nice and high. It's funny because on the very first game that I started playing... Oh, there's another alien race. Fine. On the very first game that I started playing, I was constantly at the energy credits cap. I could not spend energy credits quickly enough. Maybe I wasn't building enough buildings. That was probably the issue. Because I was always out of minerals, and but I was completely swimming in credits. So that was a little bit weird. Let's get you guys... Can I send you back to somewhere from the Outlier? No, I wish I could. I wish the Outliner would allow me to select a fleet and then send them there without having to click on the actual map. But, oh well, you can't have everything, can you? So, the Shadowhawk, what are you doing? I need to actually find you first. You are over here. You've done that already. That was quite quick. Let's survey this system. I should have... Actually, why am I retreating? We need to go and clear these systems out as well. Clear that one out and then clear this one out. Any systems that have got planets on them are probably worth checking out. Yeah, you are coming back. Good. Just making sure that I brought the right ship back. Where's our construction ship? You have arrived right where I wanted you to. So here... Oh, look, there's that resource. We found some there. So the question is, where do we build this outpost? I mean, this one would potentially be the best one. Oh, someone's already got something built there. At least it says they have. I'm not too sure who. So... yeah, that one would probably be the best one to get, just for the energy credits. This one could be useful for a resource, but there again, grabbing Vermilion for that... No, no, it's the energy credits I want more than anything. How are these spread out? 2, 2, 2... So there's 4 stations, so we'd get 9 energy credits minus the 4... None of it's coming from the sun. So we'd get 9 energy credits, we'd lose 4 for the 4 mining stations we needed. Also, the Frontier Outpost costs us 2. So we'd be spending 5, we'd only gain 4. It's really not worth it. It's just not worth doing it. So I think we'll tell you to come back. Although what we might do is build a defense platform. That might be a better idea. Yes, we'll take our construction ship. I'm going to go and send you up here as soon as you allow me to. Move there and we'll build a defense platform. Our fleet has engaged. Well, they haven't, but they've moved into a system with stuff to engage. So let's start by flying over there and getting ready to take those guys out. The Carston isn't doing anything at the moment. The good question is why not? Still a fair few systems around here that we can survey. Let's go and have a little look at this one. Go back to the military fleet. Don't really need to watch these fights. We know how it's going to go. We're going to move towards them, and they're going to get absolutely destroyed. Our shields didn't even get tickled on that one. So let's go ahead and do this one right in the sun. I do love the artwork on like the stars in this. They look absolutely amazing. Even the even the ships. Our ships look so cool. I mean, how awesome does that look? I need to have a look at some point and see if there is a... There's no control options in here. The options are very limited, but again, it's early days. I'm I really wish there was a way to turn off the interface so you could just look at the stuff, because it just looks so cool. It really, really does. Let's get you guys out of here and go down to... make sure we've got you selected, of course. And go down to this system, because we've got some more stuff to clear out here, which is always good. So are you still actually... No, you're not doing that anymore. I completely misread that because our scientist died. So you should be assisting research. Doesn't show it here, though, which is odd. Let's unpause it. It'll work better. So if we click on the planet... Yeah, the planet is getting research assist, but it's only getting 5%. They get 5% per scientist level, and David was level 4. So he was giving it plus 20%, but he's currently ruling the Empire, so he's going to be a little bit busy for a while. At least until he dies or until somebody else gets re-elected. So, hostile fleet present. Yep, we're expecting that. Let's just go and put the fleet on to uber aggressive mode. It saves me having to click.
Complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
Shadowhawk has finished doing what Shadowhawk was doing. Would you please go and research both of those? Thank you very much. Unpause, back to the battles. And again, their accuracy is pretty poor. We're evading 70% of the shots that are even coming in towards us as well. What I should also be doing is periodically checking my neighbours to see if we are sort of getting ahead of them in terms of tech and strength. Because that's ideally what we want to do. We want to make sure we've got more ships than them, or better ships than them. And then that would allow us to take them on. Now, I know we've gone quite a bit over the usual 20 minutes, but we'll just wait until these battles are finished, because that's mainly why I've got these guys over here. Right, there we go. That's the sector cleaned up. Let us go and see if there's anything else nearby. There isn't. So we'll bring them home to the home planet. And there was one more thing that I was going to check, I think, but I've completely forgotten. That was it. We'll sort this science out. Power Hub 2s we can now build. So what do we want from the list? Physics labs, subspace sensors, increases survey speed. It's a component for ships. Doesn't tell us exactly what they do. It's just greater range, I suppose. Better warp drive. Revolutionary ram scoops are attached to warp drives and function as particle capacitors to replenish Starship's fuel supply. Doesn't really say what it does exactly, which is a little bit annoying. It's quite an expensive tech as well. Let's go for the subspace sensors because it's cheap and should be fairly quick. We're just going to have a look at some of our worlds and see if any of them we can upgrade the to the power hubs. Again, it does cost us a bit of influence, but getting a few of these is really going to help with any potential future problems we're going to have with energy. So we're going to get these on any world where we can. And they're going to take a while to build, but that should sort out our energy credit problems for quite some time. Construction ship also went over there because you were going to build a defense platform, which is definitely something that we want to do. You're in the wrong system. We want to try and defend our planet, so what we want to do, you can build observation posts, you can build military stations. That's not a defense platform. How do you build a defense platform? Because we've got them there. If we look here, we've got defense stations and defense platforms. I'm not too sure how we build these things. Because look at these ones. These defense stations actually have fighters. They have scout wings. Well, they're in the list here, so you'd think that I can actually build them, but I'm not too sure how. I'm going to go and get the construction ship to upgrade. Because the construction ship does need to upgrade. Where is our construction ship? Yeah, it doesn't look like this has any sort of modules or anything that would make it able to do that. So how do you build one of those? Does it have to be at a good spaceport? Yep, it's not there. We've got our corvettes, we've got destroyers, we've got construction ships and science ships. And if we actually look at our construction ship, the only options we have is a frontier outpost, a terraforming station, a military station, Yep, I'm going to have a look into that one because I'm not too sure how we build those. But hopefully when we come back on the next video, I will have worked that out and I'll be able to show you guys. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you're still enjoying Stellaris. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.